All right, we're back. Week 4, just like the best Yankee in the world. Number 4, Lou Gehrig, for those of you who root for other horrible teams. So anyway, this week we got a guest appearance, and I had promised you a celebrity appearance. Here he is, Junior, and he's going to help me run down Commish's Corner this week for you guys. And we'll go ahead and kick it off with what happened over this week. Frank, go ahead. Why don't you start us off?
Good to be here. Thank you for everybody that doesn't know me, which I think is just Karen. It's nice to finally meet you face to face. Getting to it, Dad. Sorry, Greg Jennings did not get the job done for you. So, as Brendan knocked you off, it was very close. I think it was only about a 5-point loss. Greg Jennings was not the beneficiary of all the balls that were thrown downfield to Driver and Lee and a couple guys that I never even heard of. So. Brendan, congratulations on the win. Dad, I think you're going to bounce back, but keep the head up.
And Safko, what can I say? 4-0, week 4, 4 wins. You're dominating the league. Slim Lady didn't show up, and let's face it, your team is very strong this week, or this year. I apologize.
Jim, got to give you the tip of the cap. I'll give it to you right there. That was my team is not getting it done. You know, I'm not going to be defending my baseball smack talk award with the team I have right now. As long as you have a Oakland Raider starting in your team, which I have had with Darren McFadden, it's not looking too good. I'm really not liking my team. I'm regretting that I would ever take a New England Patriot. Tom Brady stinks, and I'm very disappointed with my team. So if you enjoy it now, I'll be back to get you later in the season. Like I told Matt earlier, I am going to be doing an extreme makeover on my team. And you got me now. Don't expect it later in the season. I have a feeling that I got some moves I'm about to make that are going to change my team and hopefully improve for the better. It can't get much worse right now.
Talk about not getting much worse. What can I say about this week myself as well? The boss showed up, and he decided to choke me out. And sure enough, I went down. Congratulations, Eddie, on the win. But much like Frank, don't expect that the next time, all right? I know where you are. I'm coming to get you next time.
Steve got lucky over Jamie. You're very lucky that your defense decided to score touchdown after touchdown. A lot of those breaks could have went either way. Jamie, we watched together, and sorry to tell you that you had to lose another one. You're going to have to work on those running backs because Liddell Betts, not a fantasy option. No mas on that one. You're going to have to make some changes. So.
Absolutely. So we'll go into the rundown. I'll run down my predictions real quick, then I'll hand it off to you, and you can go ahead with yours. Hey, Karen, not for nothing. Your little brother, you're going to learn that your little brother is much larger than you in fantasy sports this week. I'm going to take you out. As simple as that. Senior, I got you beating up Jamie. You're the wise man. You'll take Jamie out. Jamie's behind the ball this year so far. It's a learning curve. It's his first year in the league. He'll learn. Can't root against Safko, you know. I mean, as close as we are, as good of friends we are here, got to vote for you, Safko. It's almost like easy money. All right, and Jim, I got you beating up Steve. Dag, your team sucks. We've talked about it in and out. You've had 2 good weeks, but your team still sucks. But Steve, you'll never get the vote. You know that. It's as simple as that. You're just horrible, and so is your team, and everybody you root for, and whatever else walks of life you have. Anyway, and then Brendan, congratulations, you got my vote this week. I think this is the first time that I've ever voted for you, but congratulations, you got the vote, and I got you beating up Eddie. It might be a little bit out of revenge or spite for beating me, but you got my vote this week.
I'm taking big sister over little brother this time. Karen, you're gonna knock off Matt. Not sold on his team. I think Chester Taylor's gonna steal some carries. I'm not a big fan of Adrian Peterson. Chris Johnson, he was a one-hit wonder a couple weeks ago. He can take his 68, 70 points, whatever he had. Not happening again. Karen, you take that one, no problem. Dad, you're gonna beat up Jamie. Jamie again, Liddell Betts, and I know I said Chester Taylor before, but you know, team of backups, not the way to do it. Sorry, Jamie, but not happening. Safko, you know, I hate to say it, but my team is awful right now. Unless I make some moves and nobody else, squanders the waiver wire this week and I get lucky and pick up every player that's there that everybody else knows is good, I don't see myself winning. It'd be like betting on the Browns. I know you're a fan, but realistically, if you're betting, you're going to bet on the team that's going to win. So safe money's on you, Jeff. Jim, definitely going to beat Steve. Not a chance. Absolute. Steve, like we've already said, it's old news, though. Steve stinks. doesn't know how to manage a team. Easy money, Jim. I take you by 20. Eddie, you're going to beat up Brendan, no doubt. You got a good team going there. D'Angelo Williams comes back. You got a good team. Peyton Manning is as steady as a rock. You're all set. I have no doubt in my mind you have an easy win over Brendan this week. So.
All right, and let's talk a little bit about football here. How about them Giants, huh?
How about them Giants? 4-0 Giants. You got to love it. It wasn't a surprise to me, but, they're banged up. They're banged up, but hey, you know what? When you have an easy schedule that we're getting into right now with the Chiefs and the Raiders, you can afford to have some injuries. They got, Michael Boley. They're gonna be okay. They got some big injuries to come back from, but I'm confident in my boys.
And it's surprising to some of you that the Giants might be 4-0, but what's even more surprising is Safko being 4-0. I mean, let's face it. Nobody would have ever thought that Safko could go 4-0 in a fantasy league. Maybe 4 straight losses in a row, but no way will we ever predict him as 4 straight wins in a row. This is incredible, Jeff. Congratulations. You're finally doing something right in fantasy sports. With doing things right, Eddie, don't know where you came from. Wish you would go back. But, congratulations on, having a successful season so far, 3-1. Very nice. But Frank was telling me a little bit about you.
Yeah, everybody needs to realize that this league has been a huge success for Eddie, regardless of the outcome of this league. Eddie was the, like a dinosaur when it came to computers. He had a laptop. He still had it in the box, I think, for about a year. Didn't even know how to turn the thing on. Didn't know how a keyboard worked or how the mouse. He's still trying to work on the mouse thing. He's getting his feet wet with that. So everybody needs to know that this is like, step 1 into computer technology for Eddie. So this is big. So, in a fight, Matt was talking a lot of smack this week. 10 rounds. I'm gonna take Eddie with a knockdown in 3. But smack talk, anybody can beat up Eddie. 3 shots. He doesn't even know how the smack board exists yet. I was trying to talk it. He just not so much. So we're working with Eddie. So baby steps. But right now, Eddie, congratulations on your first step into computer technology. We're very proud of you.
And the old guys in the league. Let's face it. These 2 old men that are in our league, they might be old, might be almost ready for the nursing home, but they still stick it out week after week. They make some wise decisions. They show us all that they actually still have it in them, even though that the Metamucil and Geritol is needed daily, but they're still in there fighting.
We were sitting there on Sunday, believe it or not. My father was still trying to get the draft launched so he could pick Adrian Peterson. He still doesn't know why or how he got Michael Turner. So, after 5 weeks, I was trying to tell you, Dad, cough it up to a senior moment and just be happy with Michael Turner. Maybe he'll turn it around. I understand the draft picked him automatic, something. I don't know. Sorry to hear that, Dad. 60 years old, you're going to have senior moments. It is what it is, but we still love you.
And, Karen, you're having a great beginning of the season. You came out of the gates running, but your team's starting to go back down.
Congratulations on your Steelers, I got to say. That was very impressive. With the Moulignans they have over there, it doesn't matter who runs the ball. Rashad, Manad, whatever the hell their names are, they're all, they all have the same thing. They come out, they sneeze, whatever words come out, they name the kid that.
And
congratulations.
As long as they don't have to play the second half of the game, they're all right.
Yeah.
What happened in the second half of that game?
Disgusting.
They decided not to show up. But you know what? They won the game. It is what it is. Cost me a lot of points and cost me a win this week. But it is what it is. And as much as me and Frank might disagree, there's always one thing that we will agree on as far as fantasy sports is concerned, and that is
Steve will always suck. Every fantasy team he does, doesn't matter what the outcome, he always will suck. Fantasy teams, football teams, baseball teams, they all suck. Enjoy this week, Steve, because you got another 7 days of rooting for the Red Sox, and they're done. Absolutely done.
Absolutely, Steve. You suck. Moral of the story, this is the Commish, the best Commish ever, and we're done. Yankees in 4.